Welcome to Scribble Kibble, an animation show about how animations are made. I'm gonna dig into my animation pile for something that will make an easy, straightforward episode. Maybe something 3D? Like 3D's ever straightforward. Oh, I know, Gorillaz Spirit House. That's 3D, I think. Let's do that one. Check the link below. Wait. I'm gonna give you the link to the 360 version. If you're watching on your phone, hold your phone up and literally turn around to look around the environment. If you're on a computer, click and drag around on the video screen or use the WASD keys and you can look around. Or, put on your VR headset. Go! Now satisfy my curiosity. Did you try to stay focused on the characters or did you end up looking around at everything else? I stared at the sky and then the ceiling for the last minute to see if anything happened. Nothing happened. If you found your eyes wandering, that is the major problem with animating movies in 360, let alone virtual reality. Now think about it. How do you keep people watching the story? Ha! Trick question, you can't! You can't force someone to stay focused in a true free-to-roam environment. And for that reason, traditional storytelling methods don't work. Watch the regular version of Spirit House and it's a completely different experience than the 360 version. There's a level of editorial control in the flat version that you won't get in the 360. Just like there are these fully rotational spaces you can look around in 360 that you don't even see in the flat version. I mean, geez, in the 360 version you might not even see the first minute of the animation because you end up looking around the train car you're stuck in. Is one of these better than the other? Not really. They're just different. The 360 version is actually really well designed so that even if you do wander, you still get the magical, trippy music video experience. Especially in that asteroid field. You can enjoy the music and watch those fruity pebble rocks floating by. The storytelling isn't a critical component of being able to enjoy the animation, and that's why the video works in 360. Like almost every other Gorillaz animated music video, everything about Spirit House is superb. Both the 2D and the 3D animation are top quality. The textures on the 3D environments could fool you into thinking it's a stop-motion set. Look at this. Looks like tiny little props made in the real world. And the set artists couldn't just do whatever they wanted. Their art had to fit inside the limitations of Google Spotlight so it would look good in 360 YouTube. Of course, all this pizzazz comes with a price tag. $800,000! Woo! One of the particularly interesting things to me is how the snake monster's mouth appears to be a movie clip projected onto the 3D model. In other words, an animated texture. That flat, violently ugly mouth is pretty horrifying. Ugh. There's at least one scene where the 2D animated characters clip through the 3D characters. Whoops. This is probably the result of the 3D character animator wanting to keep the monster centered in the shot and look like it's shouting in Russell's face. That clipping would go away if the 3D model were moved up a bit. I mean, you're trying to keep a 2D piece of paper art with fake depth from intersecting something with real depth. It's a fun dance of planning, layer stacking, and masking. And sometimes it's just not worth doing if nobody's really going to notice it unless they're, critically looking at the animation to see how it's made. I mean, who does that? If you're thinking of making a 360 YouTube video yourself, this is what you do. You either buy a camera that can record in 360, or you get software to stitch together videos to make a 360-degree setting. Then you download a YouTube application that will apply metadata to the video to enable 360-degree compatibility, and you upload it. Pretty simple. Of course, it sounds deceptively simple. There's plenty of bad or mediocre 360 videos where you can see the seams where the videos were stitched together, or where the depth of field sucks and you feel more like you're looking at a ring of video that surrounds you rather than standing in the environment itself. For 360 animations like the one you just saw, you need to design them in 3D. In Spirit House, the 2D characters are placed inside a 3D program. The artist could have also drawn the 2D surfaces for everything in the backgrounds and set those drawings up in the 3D environment to create an animation that would stylistically look like it was pure 2D. But no matter what style you're using, in the end, everything has to go through a 3D program. Otherwise, your 360 video is just gonna look like a cylindrical but flat painting.